Hi guys. It's me, Brandy, with Fluffy Get Sleeved. Again, I have been absent for a while. Imagine that. Life changes. I have started a new job. I actually quit my other job. The work from home job. I was supposed to end on the 22nd, which that did not happen. I put in my 2 weeks notice, and the Sunday before I was supposed to quit, I was sitting there and I was getting calls back to back to back, and it turned out they had put my skill set. If you don't work in a call center or don't know what that means, it means you get the most calls. So I was sitting there and I was getting calls back to back to back, and I called my supervisor, or actually the person that was over me at the time, because all the supervisors were gone. It was a Sunday. And I was like, what's going on? Why am I on the phone? Why have I taken 40 calls in 2 hours? And they pretty much told me that's my new skill set and I have to deal with it. So as soon as I hung up with them, I happily got up, I unplugged my system, and I drove to my office, dropped my stuff off, dropped my badge off, let them know I was not coming back. Yeah, I know that was not the most mature thing to do, but it happened. I wasn't dealing with it, so I just took the whole week off after the 22nd, or up until the 22nd, and I started my new job on July 24th. I'm working for a gas company, the number 3 largest gas company in Georgia, and I love it. I love it. I work in an office. I get to put on real clothes, even though I do miss my sweats, and it's just crazy. The first day they were like, tell us something about you that no one else knows in this room, and I was like, well, I had gastric bypass, or gastric sleeve surgery, and I've lost 60 pounds, and they were all like, what? Like, nobody understood, and I had to keep, it's so hard to go from working at home with nobody else around, and then being in a room and not comparing yourself with other people, if that makes sense. Like, I went my whole entire life comparing myself to other people. Like, am I the biggest person in the room? And I've got to stop making jokes about my weight, because now that I do that, or now when I do that, they look at me like I'm retarded. So that's a work in progress. Physically, right now I'm 194. I started the date of my surgery, I was at 248. So I've lost a pretty good bit. So I'm in a size 16 pants, size 1X shirt. The clothes thing, that's still something I gotta get used to, because I go shopping. Granted, I do go to Goodwill because I don't want to spend money on clothes that I'm only going to get to wear for a few months. So I go to Goodwill, and I catch myself over in the plus size section, and all the clothes are too big. So that's kind of depressing. I never knew how many cute clothes they had at Goodwill, though. The food-wise, I still have, what do they call it, stricture to my stomach. I probably used that word wrong. But I'm still only able to eat like 2 to 3 ounces at a time. I have noticed that when I'm in class, right now we're in training, so that's why I may say class a couple of times. I've noticed that when I am in class, I do have to snack more. I try to graze and snack all day so that I don't get sick. I tend to get a lot of heartburn, which is completely normal, but the medicine doesn't work for me. I've noticed the only thing that really works for me is grazing throughout the day. Instead of just having 3 big meals, I carry bags of snacks in my purse, so that's been helping. Hair loss. Obviously my hair is really thin. I keep pulling on it and playing with it because, you know, little hairs keep coming off, and like I still haven't cleaned that either. Remember that? If you've seen my first few videos, that's still there. That's life with a toddler. Yeah, so there's really not much to tell besides the fact that I've been tardy for so long, or absent rather. Emotionally, I have noticed that I don't cry as easy. Like before, if I got my feelings hurt, I would cry. And now, I'm not sure what it is. And this is irritating. I've got wrinkles. I don't know if it's like stress or I'm thinking about getting Botox right here. Hi, Gussie. Hi, baby. But, I've noticed that I stand up for myself more, which is something that's... Look at that. Look at... You don't like me. You only like me when you're hungry. But, yeah, I've noticed I've been standing up for myself a whole lot more. I'm not as tired as I used to be. Before, even working from home, I would move from my desk chair to my old people chair in my living room, and I would not get back up for the rest of the day. Now that I'm commuting, I get home about an hour after I get off. I have energy to cook dinner. However, I usually don't have to cook dinner because my husband cooks it. I can come home and do laundry. I'm not tired. I can get up a whole lot easier. I wake up a whole lot easier. So yeah. Sorry, I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm kind of bad at answering questions that I don't know you guys want to know. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I figure I should mention this. I do not own any music that has been playing, any verbiage that has been used. It's a movie. You probably didn't see it just then, but I don't own it. So YouTube don't take my money, my 3 cents that I earn. Yeah, so any questions, let me know. Again, you can check me out on Instagram. Not check me out, but you can message me on Instagram or Facebook or on here, whatever. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well, and thank you for following my journey.